Hi, my name is Juliana Lucas, and this is my Taylor U Tulane experience. This is my journey throughout the semester. Some of my favorite projects that we did throughout the semester were the life planning activities, the authentic introductions, getting in touch with others, and advocating for myself. I found myself really reaching out to a lot of different people and gathering their information on a lot of different activities and things I could see myself being involved in, and I'm really, really grateful that I had the opportunity to speak with all these people because I think that it taught me a lot of things that I wouldn't have been able to learn by myself, or I would have had to learn the hard way, and I think that that really, really made my Tulane experience this semester very useful and efficient in helping me achieve my goals that I'm planning on doing in my postgraduate experience. Here I attached a picture of my college view, and I still think that it's really accurate. I still agree with a lot of the things that I said here. I still see my postgraduate experience going to law school. I still see myself pursuing an MBA, and I still think that college is a really great way to bridge the gap between my high school life and then my postgraduate life. I think that I'm so far learning a lot of different skills that a lot of other kids aren't having the opportunity to learn, and I'm just really grateful that this semester has been a really big way for me to grow. The one thing that I would add to my college view, though, is that it's all about discovering new things. There were a lot of things that I came into college thinking that I was going to be super involved in, and either they fell off or I wasn't as interested in them anymore. But going out and trying new things, even though I'm not 100% sure that I would like them, has definitely been an instrumental part in my growth this semester. Here I have a picture of me and my friends at a football game. I think this was the first football game of the semester, and that's just me exploring outside of school. And here I have my first professional headshot hosted by the Pad Frat. Overall, I think that this semester I've done a good job trying to balance my personal life with my academic life and kind of finding the medium in between those two to make sure that I'm having a positive college experience, not overworking myself, but also not getting carried away with too much fun. Here's my interest and curiosity slide, and I think the most influential activity that we did in class that helped me pursue all of these have been the experiments. I feel that a lot of the time I found myself talking to upperclassmen and people just older than me and discovering a lot of new things through what they were telling me, and I'm really glad that I had the opportunity to speak with all these different people and all of their different experiences. I came into college, like I said before, with a general idea of what I wanted to do. I had a couple of clubs in mind, like the Newcomb Scholars Program, AK Psi, and the Debate Club. I tried them out. They weren't for me, but that's okay because through talking with other people, I found out about the Phi Alpha Delta for professional fraternity. I found it really helpful in my pursuit of law. I found the club Poker Power, which is super fun. I never realized that they had something like that here at Tulane. And then I have ROTC listed here. ROTC was not something that I came into college expecting to do, but I found myself, after talking to my teachers, I found myself exploring all of these different opportunities that I could have within the military, and I'm super excited to start this journey next semester. I think the biggest thing that I learned from testing out my interests and curiosities this semester was the importance of being authentic and staying true to myself. Before college, I really wanted to build this perfect resume that everybody would love, and I kind of found myself exploring those things, not liking them so much, but that's okay because now I'm really excited about all of the activities and clubs that I have lined up for this semester and next semester, and I'm super excited to keep going. Another thing that I learned is to maybe keep it fluid in the future with different things I want to try out, and just keep an open mind, know that sometimes I'm going to be trying things, I'm not going to be liking them, and that's okay because it'll redirect me to other clubs that I might find more interesting. Here's a picture of our group outing. I know that the class as a whole really wanted to get really involved in sports and kind of see what that was like in NOLA. I think a lot of people wanted to do the Saints game, but we got to go to the basketball game, and I was super excited about that. Everybody was super happy to be there. And I think the main reasoning behind this was just kind of seeing how everybody is in a social scene and getting to know the area a little bit more. Personally, I think the experience went really well. I think we all learned a little lesson about adaptability and kind of staying patient. I know that the Uber situation was a little weird, but in the end, everybody really learned a really valuable lesson of adaptability, and we all had a really great time at the game. We all got to see all the players, which was really cool. And I know that this experience is definitely something that I'm going to be bringing up at Thanksgiving and kind of flexing to my family when I go back home. One conversation I had on this trip actually didn't have a lot to pertain to the trip, but I think that it taught me a really valuable lesson. I remember on the Uber ride home, I was talking with one of the girls, and she was talking about her college experience, and then our Uber driver butted in, and he was kind of saying like, wow, like you guys are really planning ahead. And I never really considered that a lot of people don't plan ahead, and I'm really grateful that Tulane is giving me a community where I can be in touch with people who like to plan ahead like me. And so here are some pictures of things that I've done in NOLA that I hope to do more of. I really hope to try new foods, see some local artwork, really learn more about NOLA history. This picture right here was actually on a haunted tour that I went on just for fun, and I really learned a lot that I didn't know about NOLA, especially about Katrina. It was really interesting learning about all of the different historical events that happened at that time that I just honestly never had exposure to. Here is my tentative graduation plan. I really see myself completing all these things that I have on this resume. The things that I'm most excited for, though, are definitely the 3+3 program. I'm really excited to get out there and start studying law, especially if I'm going to be studying law through the military. I think that it'll be a really, really great experience for me to get some leadership under my belt and some real-world experience in law to then go to different law firms and show them what I've learned. I'm also really excited about the ROTC, again, preparing me for the military. And I'm also very, very excited for my white collar crime course. I feel like that is the one thing that I'm very, very interested in. I'm super eager to learn more about it, and I can't wait to be applying it in the real world. Here I attached a picture of what I will hopefully be looking like in 5 years when I finish my 3+3 program and finally am able to start studying law. Woo! As for where I am now, this semester I found myself spending the most time experimenting and testing different ways to propel me forward in my career and help me achieve these goals that I've made for myself. For example, I think that the progression of going from ROTC to second lieutenant to reserve officer in fiscal law will ultimately prepare me for my future job, give me experience in financial law, give me a great activity to put on my resume, and will qualify me for a lot of lifetime benefits that will be super useful to me in the future. Coming into college, I wanted to do legal studies in business and environmental law, but over the summer, I kind of workshopped that idea, and I know that now I definitely want to be sticking in legal studies in business, but instead of environmental law, I want to be adding a finance major, and then on top of that, I really want to explore the possibility of adding a Spanish minor to my resume, just because I feel like Spanish is something that I'm passionate in, and after going into this course, I've learned that pursuing things that I'm passionate in is also just as important as pursuing things that will help me in my professional career. My biggest open question as of now is about finances. I know that my education is going to be really expensive, so I'm gonna keep an open mind when thinking about my future and how I'm gonna be paying for all of this education. I hope to get in touch with a bunch of different people and how they kind of work their way through it and how I can work my way through it in the future, whether that's through saving up now or investing or however people went about that. I would love to know more about that. And to address these questions, I find myself really consulting my ROTC officer, Mrs. Wade, to help me understand all of the benefits that I can get through ROTC to help myself through scholarships and other programs that a bunch of different schools offer. My biggest takeaways from this class is that it is crucial to be planning ahead in your future, maybe not to the T like I was before, but definitely keeping a general idea of what I want to do and how I'm going to fulfill these little goals to get there. And I personally have seen the benefit in being intentional with what I'm choosing, whether that be for classes, credits, requirements, all of that. And in the future, I think that one of my other really big takeaways is making sure that I'm doing things that are fulfilling to me and not that are just going to be fulfilling on a resume. Thank you.